Hey y'all, what's up? This your boy Evan. Welcome to the Cartoon Block. Today I'm gonna show you how to draw Soul Evans from Soul Eater. Get back here in a few seconds and check it out. Woo! Today I'll be using my Prismacolor Cool Erase blue pencil. Now let's get started drawing Soul Evans. Like most of my drawings, you guys know, I start out with the circle for the head. I'm going to put in his upper body in here, put a general sphere in here for his chest area, a circle for his shoulders, and just straight cylinders for his arms. And he always has his hands in his pockets. I don't know why that is, but I guess all the cool guys do it. I don't know, you tell me. And so now moving back up to his head, we have the center line going down vertically on his face and then going across his face for his eyes. I'm going to lightly sketch in the side of his mouth. One side is bigger because it's closer to us, and the other side is further away because it's going away from camera and deeper in perspective. Gonna lightly sketch in his ears right here and flesh out his eyes. His eyes are going to start out with just rectangles, nothing fancy. They're just simply rectangles at an angle. Now we're going to get his nose in there. His nose is the easiest part of it. His hair is a big part of his character, especially the hair that comes in, it dangles in front of his eyes. It's a big part, so you want to make sure you get that correct. Look at a lot of reference and different poses that you can find Soul in to get the correct shape and length of his hair. His mouth, it's bigger on one side. He stretches it more on one side, and also because his head is at a perspective angle, then you got to make sure that the part that's closest to the camera is bigger and the part that's furthest away from the camera is smaller. His pupils, I can't talk. His pupils are pretty simple, and just get those down. And I'm going to go ahead and change up his hair slightly. This is why I always lightly sketch things in normally, because you never are quite sure how the drawing is going to come together and how it's going to turn out. So you always put it in slightly so you don't have to do as much erasing as you normally would have to do if you were to be drawing hard. It's never a good idea to be drawing hard. Always do it soft, and then once you're sure about those lines as you progress through the drawing, then you can make those lines more defined and hard and rigid. You're like, okay, I like that part, I'm going to stick with it. Now for his headband, once again, his head is at a perspective angle, so a part of it's going away from us, so the part that's right above his eye is the thickest part of the band. And he has his hairs comes down on the side, it spikes. I really like his look. He, kind of reminds me, his hair reminds me of the characters from the Sonic universe, like Shadow and Sonic and everyone there. It's very spiky and very well defined. If you saw a silhouette of Soul, just a black outline silhouette with no details, you would know it's him instantly. And here I'm just going in, like I said earlier, refining some of the lines. The ones that I like, I'm going to get those in very dark, erase the ones that I don't. And for his teeth line, it's never a straight line for teeth. It's always a slight curve. Even though his teeth are the zigzag, jagged edges, you want to make sure that you do have some kind of guideline for the teeth. Just don't just zigzag them and put them in there. Then it'll look all off. The row of teeth are at a slight curve, so you do want to put that down. It's not a simple straight guideline. Now we're going to tackle more of that headband up here and the hair behind it. So when we get this down here, I mean, he truly reminds me of Sonic. He's like a human version of Sonic or Shadow. So, and then the upper hair strands are going to come up. And since I don't have enough paper, you guys know me, I use my famous post-it note trick. And I'm going to slightly sketch it out and play with it until I get what I like on it. Always do it very light and adjust it as necessary. If you don't like it, erase it. Now switching over to my Sumo Grip mechanical pencil, I want to go ahead and put in some more refined lines. Lines that I know that I won't be erasing, hopefully that I won't be erasing, and I can go ahead and make the drawing pop off the page a little bit more. Say, okay, I like these lines, I want to get more cleaner lines in here. Then the Sumo Grip comes in handy. I like this pencil because it's just comfortable, and hope you guys don't mind the rubber band on it. It's rubber band I had it clumped with some other pencils, and for some reason I just never took it off, so who knows why I still keep it on there. It doesn't get in my way. It's pretty, you know, out of the way. But now I can switch back to my Cool Erase to flesh in lightly more shapes, and just gonna play with it until I see what I like. And once I like it, I'm gonna use my electric eraser here to get out those hard to erase lines, and gonna use my post-it note one more time to fix the hair up here and just smooth everything out and get it to the way that I like it. Now we're going to tackle those letters on his sticker on his head, or label, or whatnot. I don't know. Why would he want to wear his name on his headband? I guess he's cool like that. Who knows? And just get the reference. Any picture of Soul, and you can get the details on the button that's on his headband. There's like some teeth, a lip, just an overall mouth. Now I'm going to throw in some cast shadows here on the side and get those last few strands of hair on the side of his head. And now we're going to tackle that body of his. It's going to make it wider. I think I made it a little bit too skinny before when I first fleshed him out, hence the point of drawing it lightly so you don't have too much to erase when you're in the middle of drawing. And since he has his jacket on, don't have to put in any kind of detailed anatomy. Just make sure that his frame is correct and the proportions are right. And I'm just gonna draw his jacket on and tweak it, put the ribs around the collar, the stripe on the collar on both sides. Make sure I get it quite right here. And throughout the drawing, I'm just going to be flip-flopping between, you know, drawing utensils. And here I'm using my Stadler pencil, so I use that to get in the big strokes and the quick, you know, blackening in and shadowing of heavy areas that need to be filled in quickly. I'm going to clean this up with the electric eraser and get some of those small nicks and things out. And I outline this right here, the insignia on his chest, and I think we just about have it done. That's Soul Evans from Soul Eater. Now it's time to announce the winners of the Anime Manga Thor drawing contest. We'll first start off with the People's Choice. D and E were battling it out for third place, but third place goes to Will Pinoy 4656. Second place goes to Reb Pierre for his awesome action detailed artwork. And the first place winner of the Anime Manga Thor drawing contest is Amy Damaru for his cool layout, costume design, and posing. And now time for the judge's choice, which is my personal pick. And that winner is Will Pinoy 4656. Congrats to all the winners, and thanks again to everyone who entered the contest.